Hi, welcome, Lainey, everybody.
Thank you so much.
And Tommy, welcome. Is this the first time you've ever been in Philly?
I have been here briefly before.
For what?
Yeah.
For playing or for
Yeah,
fun?
Just playing a little bit.
Nice.
So, yeah, this is my first time I've been here for like during the day, and I can actually like get to see
Yeah.
a few things. You
Yeah.
know, normally you ride in and play the show and leave.
Right. So you have to make sure you do some things. You know, drive by the Liberty Bell, run up the Rocky Steps,
Oh my
go to,
goodness.
go get some water ice. Do you know what water ice is?
What is it?
Yeah, it's like flavored ice, but it's not like shaved ice with
So
like
it's not like a snow cone.
no, it's better. It's like deeper, right? It's like a more concentrated, yeah. So get
Yes.
some of that, and like we'll do all the Philly, get us off pretzel, do
Okay,
all the
girl,
Philly
I'm
things,
down.
yeah.
I'm down.
And so I saw you were like, I saw on the socials, because obviously that's how we get all our information, that you were at the hotel last night in the burbs, and you were like, please let these sheets be clean.
Please. I'm used to staying at Red Roof Inn, so
Yeah, yeah.
Hampton Inn is like 5 star. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, and I mean you were in Yardley because I saw you tagged it, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
she's in Yardley.
That's right.
That's one of the. I was like, oh, you live in Yardley.
Yardley.
But it was good. It was clean. The
It's
hotel was
great.
good.
It was
Okay.
great, girl.
Are you a germaphobe?
I'm not. You know,
Okay.
I mean, you kind of doing what I do.
Yes. Yeah.
If I was a germaphobe, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know what in the world I would do.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to do this for sure.
Yeah.
'Cause we're hugging all over everybody and shaking hands with everybody, and sometimes showering in showers that you probably need to be wearing shoes in. So
You're just like, you know what? You just got to roll with it.
that's right.
I go. So welcome. I'm very excited that you guys
Thank
are
you.
here. What has it been like on this whole? I mean, you kind of been nonstop.
Yes.
I mean, are you tired or is the adrenaline going? Like, what's
Whew.
that been like?
I am tired,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
adrenaline is, pushing me on through it. So this is week 6 of radio tour. We're doing 9 whole weeks. And before radio tour started, I was over in Germany and London for 3 weeks playing shows
Wow.
over there. So I hadn't been home in Nashville for probably 4 months now.
You know, it's so funny when people come in and they talk about going to Europe, because I don't think people think Europe has country fans, but
Oh my
it's
goodness.
huge.
I'm telling you.
Right, because you think it's like, oh, I don't know. You think it's like hipster people in skinny jeans. You don't think that they're like, but it's a huge market over there,
It's-
which is awesome.
It's wild.
Yeah.
So they didn't know me, from Adam when I went over there the first time, but there's such a need for country music over there. They saw everybody on the flyer that was coming over there, and they went and they looked up all of our music and learned it, and they literally sing every single word.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's give a little backstory. So you're from Louisiana.
That's right.
And then are you a Saints fan?
So I kind of have to be
Okay.
a little bit of one.
I
To
mean,
be
I
honest
like
with you, I don't know a
Drew Brees.
whole lot about football.
Okay.
I like the atmosphere. I like the beer drinking and hanging out with friends.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like you have to know football if you're a country star.
I mean, a little bit. But if I said I wasn't a Saints fan, I think I'd have some family members that
True. Okay.
came and
So
tracked me down.
you've been doing music forever? Like, give us a little backstory in your journey.
Yeah, so I wrote my first song when I was 9 years old.
Wow.
Started playing guitar at 11.
And so that was something like you just felt inside, like when you were a kid, you're just like, I just need to get it out.
Yeah, it's really
awesome.
crazy. But also, when I was 9 years old, I was writing songs about tequila and cigarettes. That, we didn't
Yeah.
even have alcohol in the house,
Yeah.
but my parents were like, where in the world is she getting this from? But, yeah, it's crazy. I think my love for storytelling
Yeah.
started at home. I'm from a town of about 300 people.
Yeah.
And all there was to do was sit around the kitchen table and tell stories over and over and over again, and the kind of stories that you never get tired of hearing. And,
Right.
That's kind of, I think, where my love for songwriting came about.
And so you just knew you could sing? Because I tried to sing at 9, and my aunt was like, this is embarrassing. Like, she said to my mom, like, you can't, she just needs to talk, So, like, at what point did you realize, oh, I'm gifted?
So the first time I sang out in public was my kindergarten graduation.
Really?
Yeah, and my grandma, she told my mama, she was like, I think Lainey can sing. And Mama's like, I don't know. And I just kept singing, and they were like, dang, maybe she, maybe she is kind of good. We don't really know. And, yeah, so in high school, I impersonated Hannah Montana.
No, yeah, I mean, you
That was
do
my
have the
job.
vibe,
That's right, girl.
yes.
Best of both worlds.
Yes, it's so true.
But I did that. Then I started playing with 80s cover band in Northeast Louisiana. We would do, I wasn't even old enough to get in the bars, to be honest with you. And at 19, I moved up to Nashville.
Wow. And then you write, too, so you write and perform. So
Yes.
Is there something that you love more, or you just, yeah?
People ask me that question all the time, and this is the most
Damn it, I'm
honest
bad at my
answer.
job.
No, it's actually a really great question because I love answering it. But I have to say, like, when I'm writing, that's my favorite thing to do. When I'm performing, that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Traveling, you know, like that's what goes along with this whole thing, and that's my favorite thing to do. It's kind of whatever I'm doing at that moment that I like the most. I just love it all. That's a hard question.
And so you have a very cool style. And so were you always kind of it's like 70s chic, right? So were you always like into that?
So I had a pair of blue leopard bell bottoms.
Okay.
When I was about 10 years old.
That's a blue leopard. You know where they are?
No clue where they're
Oh,
at.
you need to say them for the Country
I
Music
know.
Hall of Fame.
I know. They would fit on my big toe now. But yeah, so I've always loved bell bottoms.
Yeah.
My mama was like, all right, Lainey, you got to take those off so we can wash them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just, you know, bell bottoms. I like to call it country with a flair.
I mean, it works. Like, you just, like, have the whole thing.
Thank
I
you,
love
girl.
it.
Thank you.
So, all right. So I like to ask a couple of fun things. What music are you obsessed with right now?
Right now?
Yeah. Like, is there any song or album that you're like, I'm obsessed with?
My goodness. Well, first of all, I love me some Lizzo.
I know. Isn't it so good?
Like,
Have you started covering any of her stuff yet?
I did cover Truth Hurts.
Love it.
I did.
So good. So
you
good.
can't help but sing that song
I
when
know.
it comes on. So I'm obsessed with her right now. I mean, I love Eric Church, Brothers Osborne.
Yeah.
One of my biggest influences is Miss Dolly Parton, so I never get tired of listening to her stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Dollywood?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I haven't been yet. I need to make that a trip.
Girl.
Because it looks like everybody who goes there just has the best time
No,
ever.
it's fun.
Yeah. And she's such an icon, and the fact that she has like an amusement park, it's like wild.
know.
You know what I mean?
It's pretty crazy.
Who's your dream collabo?
Oh, man. Probably Eric Church or Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah.
They're both just insane.
They have that music where like when you you feel it in here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It just like gets in you.
Yep.
And I mean, Eric Church is hot, so that helps.
That's right. Yeah. He is.
What about now that you're on the road? Are you binge watching any shows or anything that you're obsessed with?
You know, I'm so ADD. I have a hard time watching TV.
Really?
I'm like, squirrel. Ooh, like song title. Oh, you know, let me write a song. Whatever. Golly, I've watched Friends over and over probably 10 times.
Yeah.
It's like the show that I turn on when I'm getting ready to go to sleep. But I don't know. What's some good shows I need to start watching?
I mean, one of my favorite shows that just ended is Jane the Virgin. It's like has everything in it, and it just so you could watch the whole thing. But it's like it's based on like a telenovela, and it sounds crazy, but it's so good. I mean, I guess you can get into like Game of Thrones and all those other shows people love, but like I like the more like avant-garde shows.
Yep.
But it's fun. Like it's a fun show. So sometimes shows are a little too deep, and then you're like, oh, I'm sad. I can't go to bed. This is more like a upbeat. You know what I mean?
There is one that I just started like watching, but it's kind of like spread out like whenever I'm home, and I'm never home. But it's called Yellowstone.
Oh,
and,
I heard that that's good.
And I had the reason I'm watching is because I had my first song ever, like, you know, synced basically in Yellowstone.
No way.
So yeah, so I'm like, I gotta watch it now.
That's so exciting.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, tell everybody how to find you on the socials.
Lainey Wilson, LAINEY music on Instagram, Lainey Wilson on Facebook, and LaineyWilson.com, all that good stuff.
Love it. And now she's gonna sing because that's what she does best.
Let's do
Thank
it.
you so much.
Thank you so much.